Without further ado, let's get underway with this pistol round. It's going to be fairly util heavy round the board for Sinners, as you see Z drop smoke here or there as well, but it won't matter. Logic Man will kick things out with an early kill onto NEOFRAG. Follow-up players make their way on down towards Secret, with ZEDKO trying to do damage wherever possible. Again, damage done either way. It's shocked to find engine, and now with beastik on low HP as well.
For Sinners to go for aggression and to walk into their crosshairs. So far, this hasn't been working. Now it works. They go for the 1-for-1, and they can go back towards that A side actually if they want to.
As they take a moment to lull, and as they take a moment to move on towards this A site, let's see how they fare moving forward. Again, a bit of an aggression up from heaven, a bit of an aggression up from elsewhere, as Sinners, they have a really hard time trying to catch out some of these members. Shock on ramp after he falls. Well, beautiful shot. 3-on-2, and I think from here onwards, Sangal may be in a, well, hard place as ZEDKO finds a shot like that as a major. 2-on-2 now, Paz to respond, so it all falls down to Oskar. 1-on-2, what can he do here?
Well, he'll do just enough. Oskar taking down the pistol for outside aggression, for outside control and presence. This is one of the basic things that you need to do on the T side, but in the meantime, Neo, he's gonna drop imoRR.
Now with that early kill, it's going to allow him to back on away, and let's go, kill us do a bit of a
Two-man advantage for the side of Sinners. Sangal looking to fire back an edge, and he'll do it.
But now, still waiting for the peak, and well, as the set piece goes down, NEOFRAG shuts down Paz, and with that follow-up push comes through, beastik on the flank of these 7 players. They'll look to shut down these members. It's messy, but engine falls, all on Logic Man, 1 versus 4. And without the bomb, I think he may be out of luck.
Indeed he is, as Oskar quick to take him.
These members for the time being will look to just swarm this site, and as beastik finds imoRR, he will try and make his way out from Squeaky. It leaves Sangal in a very tough position to try and make up for this differential, but ZEDKO drives it home. Logic Man falls, engine trades, still a man advantage for Sinners though.
To make their way out simply with 1v1s. They need to win their duels, but look at that. Neo goes for the first, there's the molly, Oskar to double up, and Major, well, he's gonna take down
Awesome.
Let's see though, Oskar, he's gonna have the pistols on the other side. Just playing Fango, but look at that from Paz. Well, that's just a pixel perfect strafe there from Paz to start things off, and we've seen time and time again teams that have been struggling just on the back of a winning round like that with pistols, with armors, their confidence, their bank just skyrocketing, and they just go for the comeback. And this might be the revival that Sangal need now the 4 versus 4, the retake is on. As you said, Sinners, they don't care how many players they lose, but if they win the round. But so far, it just seems unlikely. Sangal, they're fighting every single kill, and Logic, he's gonna continue every single headshot on the deagle.
With the Eagles, as well as getting a bomb plant, as we can see that their economy is going to be shot up, and as they buy as well, it'll mean they'll have more left.
Wakes up. What do you do? Because we know that this guy could be the game changer. Logic, quick to take the head of ZEDKO.
With the standard setup around the map, 4 players looking to hold, and Sangal, they don't quite catch another man advantage. Shocky reapproaches in time, a fine engine. He may look for a second here as he keeps pushing forward. A great shot to Major there, as suddenly Sinners go a man up. Shock, despite being on just 20 HP, will still show his presence as he pulls ahead.
Still though, this B-bomb side is completely open for business, but as I say that, Oskar going for the fight, he's gonna fall to the HE actually of imoRR. This is quite a way for imoRR to get his first kill here on the map. And now the 3 versus 3. Massive HP advantage for the side of Sinners. And look at that HE from Neo. Just a double kill with it. Nothing much that Sangal could do. And Sinners, well, they shut down Sangal in the fastest way possible. They just don't allow them to win a second round in a row. They just don't want to allow them to feel confident whatsoever on their map pick as they make it 7. The door completely for Sangal. You know what? I'm gonna tell you, if Sangal win this one, it's gonna be OT. If Sinners win it, it's gonna be 16-5. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah.
This round here or pistol?
I really believe that Sangal could still win this one. But by the looks of it, Sinners, they don't think so as well. They don't think so.
Series. The Inferno's their chance to come back, but Sinners, they're going to be able to go on to Inferno with a lot of momentum.
Of course, Sangal still not out of this one, but I agree. At this point, Sinners, they just look better. And Sangal, of course, imoRR, he isn't the player to refrag, he isn't the clutcher. He is the entry.
Garage, he's going to hit all of this. He's going to hit everyone make their way towards him. And it looks to catch him out. Unfortunately, doesn't react, and Paz will punish him.
4 versus 5 Sangal, they might have the upper hand into this one. There's the flashes, they're going to storm it towards that A-bomb side. Shock, there's fire back, beastik as well, and Shock. How is that?
My lord.
That has just rumbled. What happened? That is, of course, everything could change. Sangal, they, on paper, they can still win 6 rounds, and Paz, he thinks exactly that. Neo going down after the first, or rather not going for the second. Shock in a 1 versus 3. Good for the first. There's the molly though, and he's down to 40 HP. Now, Shock, if he clutches this one, this is gonna be such a disaster, such a heartbreaking moment for the side of Sangal, but he should have no chance whatsoever. No grenades to delay him. They'll have to get rid of him. Well, there's the smoke, there's the flash, and there does Shock go, but he's not ready for engine. Sangal, they make it to still.
The time being outside slow is get deployed. ZEDKO ready to aggress. Flash goes out, swing goes wide. He lines up one, dinks up the second, but Major perfectly.
Ooh, what was that from imoRR? What was that? What a kill from imoRR that was. And beastik now, he needs to shut him down. Doesn't do so. imoRR, good morning. imoRR is back. And, well, this might be the recipe for disaster for the side of Sinners. This guy, he's absolutely phenomenal. And if he continues like that, well, if he gets fired up, Sinners might be in for a tough time. Logic to shut down Oskar. And just like that, this 9 rounds so far, but still, it is a pretty decent side. Sangal have a long way to go if they want to go. One Molotov will make a play when there's, what, 25-20. And this might collapse for Sangal as Neo. He's still towards the back of the side. NEOFRAG and Oskar, they just shut him down. And this is the point where this play from Sangal. And at this point, Sinners, they're more than happy to take the fights, as Paz, he's gonna take the head off the shoulders of Shock, and this might be a recipe for disaster. Oskar though, this time with an AK, he has the cross and he needs to stop them. There's the flashes, dodges the first, not by the second. Logic there to shut him down, and the B-bomb side, it has been completely secured and open. As Sinners, well, they need to go for the safe. Sangal, they're gonna make it 4 on the board, and still they are fighting, but now you're
find the conversion and really look to thrive and pull ahead, as Sinners will be the ones to try and shut them down.
If the approach from Sangal is the right one, they shouldn't be allowed to do so. But as I say that, well, Neo, he's gonna find imoRR with the volley, and imoRR, he's down once again. This initial aggression from imoRR is just getting denied every single time, and well, in the meantime, Shock, he's gonna re-aggress elsewhere. That's quite the statement. That's quite a statement. I'm still afraid to say something like that, but
oh, I'm not. I'm innocent.
after no and train, and well, I mean they love Dust as well, but this is one of their best ones, and they've been absolutely stumbled by Sinners, who necessarily.
Hey, a Sangal, their response will just be a bit of util here or there. Dual barrettes in the hands of imoRR trying to do some damage, but won't matter as Major finds the first, and as we go into
he has so much impact on their wins. And, well, imoRR, he's gonna find the first, as we're having slight technical issues right now with the overlay. So they know the commitment is their only option here. Sinners and ZEDKO, he's gonna take the head clean off the shoulders of imoRR. Nice way to start things off. Although ngiN, he's already here and he has the support of one more teammate of his, but Sinners, they're slowing down and they're just waiting for Sangal to walk into their crosshairs, and so far so good. It has been working out perfectly.
now it kills either way, and it falls into a 3-on-2. Sinners having put the Major down to just 8 HP as well. In perfect position, but Paz from behind will shut down Oskar, but with him going low HP as
Things like that happen, unfortunately. They do happen. Technical issues, they occur. There's nothing that we could do, but Sinners, giving it our best. In the meantime, Sinners, 12-6 up, and for Sangal, this might be their last chance to fight here on their map pick of Nuke. They have the full investment, M4s, AKs, Oak, utility defuse kits, but if they fall here, well, it's gonna be GG. Logic, good for the first. Logic, good even for the second as he'll continue. That is more than enough though. So much damage has been inflicted. This should be Sangal's round to take. And ngiN trying to cement that even more. Oskar and beastik now in the 2 versus 3, but beastik is heavily tagged down to only 40.
That's out this player, but what good will it do? Looks like Oskar may lose the timing right now. Turn around at the last minute, but Major not quite going for this. Plant goes down. He'll shift on forward. Oskar, does he catch out Major? Yeah, it won't matter. He turns around at the last moment. Major now with the blessings of time. He's going to start pushing on around.
Oh, when we have this split screen, Oskar walking towards.
It's going to be a bit of a hard push for the time being, and what's going to be awkward for this to the side is that with these AKs, with this utility down of the wall, he tags up him, or doesn't quite kill him though, as he backs it away. Let's see how this side holds.
Oh, but Major going huge with the triple towards ramp. Is he ready for this position? Indeed he is. Logic going down. Time do they need to realize? He's gonna get the bomb down. He hears the player coming in from vents. He needs to try and stop him.
Now Oskar ready for the player to push out towards him. But he doesn't go for the fight, which is going to be part of his blessing right now. He hears the player go up from heaven. But imoRR, what a shot there as he takes Oskar's head. Clean off, a beautiful shot now. And Sangal makes it 9. They look to claw their way back into this.
They are, of course, having the lowest bonus and the bomb plant.
Being shots around either way. It's the shut down Major as the eco comes forward. The push goes out, and well, Sinners looks to try and catch out anyone who dare comes their way. Instead, they in a lull, as we'll see. He seems to make their way forward. ngiN able to trade, and it's a good 4-on-3. Has to make his way out from garage to shut down these members, but shock fighting imoRR really puts Sangal in such a tough position now.
Surely not like that. Pass. Oh, that was a nice headshot from Pass onto Oskar. Still though, the B-bomb side is completely open and Pass needs to be careful, goes for the third. And this might as well just have safe. Gonna be aware of that. Is he gonna be ready? He might have the timing. Oh, and that's a free kill. Shock now onto the 1 versus 1. Who is smarter? Who has a bigger brain at this point? Shock going down towards that B side. And well, he's gonna have the bomb plant granted to him as Pass just now making his way into main. He's gonna hear all of that, dropping into vents, and the 1 versus 1 is on. Check for it. Does he check? Is he ready? Oh, Shock, he spotted him. Shock goes for the peek! And Sinners, they win the half by. They know that the grenades on the other side aren't present, so they're just waiting, trying to refrag efficiently. And imoRR, he's gonna find the first, but to what avail? Falling to Shock, 1 for 1, of course. Always favoring the T's as Sangal, they need to go for aggression, but Sinners, they're well aware. And I love the fact that they're still holding. They're just waiting for any aggression to come through, and it does come, but Pass, what is that? How do you get a double out of this one?
Beautiful stuff. And as Pass comes out on top, this is exactly what Sangal need. beastik, he'll regress towards the lobby, he'll be able to pick up that bomb. But from behind, it's going to be Major to shut him down. All on NEOFRAG, 1 versus 4. Major finishes the job. And Sangal, they hit a pushing ahead. And what's going to be a very shaky turn for the time being as we wait to see how Sinners fare moving forward. As for now, it's going to be NEOFRAG to find this first kill onto imoRR, but you need to bear in mind both Oskar and Shock fairly low on HP, but it may not matter as beastik finds a kill towards outside as well. These players from Sinners falling low on HP, but they're still doing damage as Oskar finds Logic Man. It falls down to Paz and ngiN, the last 2 members of standing here. And oh no, it's
no
way
way.
to describe it. Paz just he's an animal right now.
He just eats them alive. Surely he doesn't find a third here.
Well, there's ngiN on the flank as well. This could absolutely be turned on its head.
One Sangal player actually disconnected, being imoRR, but ngiN on the clutch, and he's gonna go for the save.
Could do, but for Sinners, this is a perfect opportunity for them to just try and do you have a bit of damage here or there, and yeah, try.
It's gonna be anything but ITO. Scout in the hands of Vimmer. M4, Oaken, then there they go. ZEDKO leading the charge with a headshot. ngiN good only for one as neo is there to shut him down. And the retake is on, but neo, beastik, they're just completely shutting down Sangal as they make it 15. And ladies and gents, didn't spot the players outside. And this might lead them to a false conclusion actually as beastik, he's gonna take down ngiN. This could be the beginning of the end, and beastik onto a second. There's the third pass with the desert deagle though. Good for the first. What more can he find? Nothing.
Not enough. Not enough then. As it falls down to Logic Man, the last man left standing, he'll deploy the odd nade to try and force these players away from him. He'll go for smoke. He'll desperately try to hold as he'll rotate back down towards Secret. But as the bomb it goes down to Sangal, you know, it's just been a stomp. Sinners, they show up, they upset on Nuke.
It's heads. So
Yes.
Sangal.
Alright.
Yeah.
You think Sangal, I think Sinners. Do you want to give a scoreline to it?
No, I'm speaking about the pistol round.
Oh, right. Scoreline to the actual map. I think it's going to come out on top.
16-9 for Sinners. As well, Shook, he's gonna shut down ngiN as they will get the bomb down, but there's the boost. It might actually deny it. Goes for the damage hammer, takes down the first, not quite a second. As he falls, there's the first towards ruins. Logic to shut down ZEDKO. Now the 2 versus 3 and Logic, he continues to push, and Logic, he's gonna find all 3, and the pistol will go in favor of the CT. Sangal onto their dream start here on Inferno.
The smoke goes down. That allows on control to go out. Major, he's going to peek into them. He spots out these members, but beastik comes out on top. The follow-up is that they're going to make their way down towards Mozo to try and show some presence towards CT to try and catch out these members. imoRR misses a lot of bullets there, and it shows the Sinners the game's on. The game's afoot, and as they start descending towards this site, imoRR forced on away. There's like a bit of early damage. He's forced on back. He's caught out by NEOFRAG. It's all on Logic Man to try and hold this site. And well, Sinners, they haven't checked him.
Oh, but look at that from Logic. This might be huge. He needs to find more than one. Denies the plant. 25 seconds. Logic goes for the fight. But beastik is there to shut him down. And just like that, Sinners, they're in the man advantage. But still, the bomb is dropped. They need to retrieve it and get it down. And ngiN, he's so close. Eventually, Oskar, he's going to take his head off the shoulders. With the scout going for the second pass, though. He has been dangerous on the previous one, but is he aware that there's a player behind him towards Banana? I don't think he is. I don't think he's even considering it. And this might lead to detrimental, but as I say that, he goes back to take it down. Scouted, this should cement it. Sinners, they're gonna win the force, but nonetheless, that is some pretty decent damage from Paz. What is that? This guy's phenomenal.
That is confidence building if ever I've seen it. He'll survive with the AUG as well, and as he takes it into the next round. A bit of a tough showing. And for now, as these players get ready for an early setup, it's going to be ZEDKO to find one engine trade or 2 more, though, shutting down the players they push up from short. He tries to back away, though, towards Graveyard. He'll look to make it 3, but beastik gets the next set in the matter. imoRR carrying back sight. Will he be spotted out? Will he be caught out? No, he won't actually, and looks like he'll be ready to punish Sinners right now. Good for 1. Trade there by NEOFRAG, though, and as it goes 2 on 2. Let's see how these players fare.
The bomb will go down and the retake is on. One player coming in late from apartments. He needs to use and jump out of apps. Does it? No. Caught between both of them. And Oskar missing the initial shot that might cost him. There goes the push, and Major gonna take him down. The round is gonna go in favor of Sangal. They make the retake work as they win number 2. Of course, for Sinners, this isn't the end of the world. They still have a lot of money to work with. I love, by the way, the fact that Sinners are really aggressive and keen on taking banana control. Even when there's a lot of YouTube being thrown from Sangal, Sinners still commit to it.
To try and shut down Sangal. As we see Util flying, really too substantial. The imoRR brings out a few shots, double shot down beastik anyway for flashes way through the smoke, but look at the fake by Sinners, it's absolutely perfect. The entire Sangal side rotates. Paz the only one who's able to get back on site just in a nick of time as the motor smoke goes down. But as the Soul Man tries to defend, what good can he do here? Good for 1, good for 2, good for 3 with the assistance of Major. And that is just what Sangal needs.
Oskar now in the 1 versus 4. Good for the first, but there's the flank from Logic and Oskar. There is no way. That was... believe.
I wish I was 100 kilos of muscles.
Yeah, instead you're just 100.
Yeah, alright. Okay,
sorry.
okay.
I'm sorry.
That's just... Straight for the jugular, man. But now Logic Man is able to find two. imoRR on the other side of the map, able to find another.
Both these teams are better on the T side on Inferno. Both of them having around 58-59% win rate on the T side.
As they bolt their way on forward, trying to get onto this site, see if they're able to do so. As just one. I think it's like Center Matter. NG good for a second. On, not quite a third, but as the Sinners have been mopped up yet again.
They're just getting destroyed every single time. And we saw, again, Sinners taking their time has allowed Sangal to clear off Banana and over-rotate this extra player. Now, Major, he's gonna fall. Still, this is a doable one. But with only 25 seconds on site.
Counter-terrorists win.
But now it's going to be a rough showing.
Of course, this is only the high buy, so they shouldn't be too keen on baiting out utility. They won't have any on their own as well. And niko, he's gonna find a kill through the smoke towards Banana. This might be huge. imoRR, he's all alone, and there's 5 players on the other side. Unless he gets like a crazy collateral, he should be going down. Oh, he doesn't see the player on the boost. This has collapsed. niko taking the head of imoRR. Now the 3 versus 5 engine needs to go huge here, but he's completely flashed out, spammed through the smoke. And then, at this point, Sangal, they need to go for the save, but niko, he's just running through the smoke in CT, taking down Logic. And what has happened? The problem for Sinners is that it's going to be extremely hard to reset the economy of Sangal, considering that actually the Turkish side won so many rounds, but...
Now let's see how he fares moving forward as... Well, beastik shuts down imoRR, trying to get a bit too aggressive. He takes a substantial amount...
You expect some aggression to come through from the CTs because they have nothing to work with. And this is exactly that. Logic, he's fallen into the trap.
Now, these players get ready to fight. There's almost a moment with Sangal just looking to save and Banana. But until we do, Sangal are really going to be in a position where they could be exploited.
Yeah, they are. Because they're really aggressive.
They do substantial for the time being, though.
beastik, he's gonna go for the double entry towards B. This is just a disaster. ngiN taking him down, but does that extend? And now, well, what's important is just spacing. They need to refrag the AWP. They're gonna lose the initial duel, but there is no refrag coming in. And Logic, he's gonna be allowed a second peek, even a third. And this has been one hell of a play from Logic. What? Jump out of the smoke with 2 flashes. This might be just perfect. And that's exactly what's gonna happen. They're fully blind, but imoRR goes for a huge double from the boost. Now they're gonna re-aggress, going in major. Good for 1, but that might be just more than enough. As now the 2 versus 4 is on. Bomb will go down, which will allow Sinners to reinvest into the next one, but still, just how much can they do? And there's your answer. Nothing. Sangal winning number 9. And I think you might be right. We might have exactly the same score after the first half that we had on niko. Or did we have? What?
It's that kind of age-old question of will it work, you know? And for now, as Logic Man shuts down ZEDKO, we see nades go down either way. Players set up looking to just trade one another. There's nothing substantial just yet, but it's definitely reason to fear. As oskar responds, and in a 4-on-3, they make their way towards the site, trying to catch out members wherever possible. Shock not able to catch out the player in the smoke. Those major finds NEOFRAG. The push comes through. Shock, his position's perfect, but he just hasn't been able to make it work. Flashes forced away. oskar and Shock find the one. Shock finds the second. It's all on Logic Man. 1 versus 2. What good will this do? He's heard as he's dropped down in towards Bit. Shock will flash his way on forward. That he does. Sinners make it 6 as they attempt to pull on ahead.
So, if you look at that, Sangal should win it. Although, Sinners still have...
Well, let's see how they fare. Let's just see how they fare for the most part. As oskar ready on the close angle, they're bringing a few shots over, got down pass. We're trying to get away in time though. The CZ will work for him on niko as well, actually. As this time he finds one, he backs away, able to reload. Meaning ZEDKO's there.
A lot of damage to non-armored players, and this utility isn't been utilized in the best way possible so far. ngiN though, good for the first. Are they gonna check for oskar? They are. beastik good for 1 through the smoke, and the 3 versus 2 retake is on. No defuse kit available for the side of Sinners, which means that these smokes that Sangal deploying out could win. And now they're gonna be free to have the fight with the side player, take him down, then concentrate towards Bit. Just pretty much textbook retake from the side of Sinners. Perfectly played, perfectly utilized utility, and well, I could say with my hand on my heart, it is a deserved pistol round win.
Without a doubt, and with that, it's going to be a very...
Yeah, how that didn't do more damage, actually.
Actually, considering a second one as well. Not that it matters. NEOFRAG, he'll tap down him. Let's see how they fare. Push you on ahead. It's Major and beastik to exchange blows, and it's Sangal. They go 2 men down. They try to come back up towards top mid, but let's see if they can catch out any of these members for the time being. Damage one another. To do so, beastik good for one, Neo good for another, and that just
From the back of the sides, just on off angles that they won't be necessarily predicted. And well, ZEDKO, he's good for the first, beastik playing the off angle as well. This is the point where they just fall back. This is
absolutely, and with only a couple seconds left, it's going to be pacified shot to kick things off. And you know, even though they're 2 men down, they still have a come straight into him. He's ready to ring out a few shots as the molly lands at his feet. But turn around and ring out a few shots as ZEDKO and Neo both find these early kills. It's all down to ngiN, last man left standing. He can finish 1, he can finish 2, but he's out of time whether he likes it or not. And well, as he tries to put in that plant, it'll be for money if anything. And he's swamped down. He's pushed down by the AWPer, surprisingly. NEOFRAG falls, but it won't matter. Sinners make it 11.
Even if he doesn't even think he's still a threat, because they need to think about if he's gonna go for it. And Oskar, he wants to shut down.
Without a doubt, and you know, for now it's going to be beastik able to find Major again. The banana controller bears fruition, so shuts him down. And with that, what good can these members try and do? As you see a few players try and hold for the time being. It's aggression as Paz. He'll find beastik. That's great, but so what's availed? You know, there's NEOFRAG ready for him. Mollies go down, ready to shut anyone who dare come his way. As Shock will do just that as well. Flashes go out either way. It's a swing down onto Banana as Logic Man comes out on top. They're going to have this kind of half as, well, ZEDKO finds 1, Paz trades 2 on 2 now, and he gives Sangal a chance to get to an afterplant position as well.
The retake is on, as you said, but the problem for Sangal is taking so much damage. They won't have money. Even if they win it, in the upcoming one, Sinners are going to be with a better buy, but for now, the AWP and the Galil, what can they possibly do? Diffuse kit's available for both players. Oskar still wants the AWP, which might be a bit awkward in retakes. And Pass, he's gonna take him down. There's the peek from Shock, no refrag potential whatsoever. Struggling to build up a sustainable economy. And well, at this point, I feel like ZEDKO again boosted up to a short. Good for the first pass. There's Shock, but 1-for-1 trades are working out wonders for the Twistzz. Neo, is he ready for the apartments player? He is not. ngiN to take his head clean off, and this might be yet another save from Sinners. They just got completely denied it. I absolutely love the change in pace.
They might really be able to reveal that actually they're going to be in a perfect position to fight anyone who dare come their way.
With 35 seconds, the rotation will come through and they need to run through it. And that's exactly what Sinners want to do. beastik with a double, ngiN with 1, Neo though to strike back, and this has just collapsed for the side of Sangal. Oskar, he's up close with Yop, not going for the shot still, as he will allow the bomb to go down, but flank around the smoke Logic to find him.
Oh no. Logic Man good for 1 more trade there. Logic Man,
oh my goodness.
Round, that should not have...
For their chances here, because it's not the first half. It is 13-11. Shock, he's good for ngiN, but what more can he do?
Players, and Sangal is a bit optimistic to go without a single player ready to hold the flank, but it won't matter. Logic Man, Major, they fight 2. Shock and NEOFRAG respond, though. It's doable. It's definitely doable as it goes 2 on 3 now. As ZEDKO will make his way on forward. He forces players towards backside with knowledge that both players will be there.
But Sinners, they're slowing down and they don't have a kid to work with. Now they kill ZEDKO. Good for the first and good for the second, and I think they have just about time. There is no way that Sinners win around like that.
Pretty damn
That's gonna
close.
be close. Does he got it?
Oh.
He does.
God, that's a
No way. They get it down. They don't have maximum loss bonus. Sinners, they're in a perfect position to win this, but Oskar, he's gonna go down to Logic.
Now, a few shots ring out either way as Sinners got a man down. It's going to be imoRR trying to get up close and personal towards the long, and they'll look to make it two, but NEOFRAG comes out on top. Shock his position in.
The execute will come through. ZEDKO though, ready to play through the smoke with a flash. There's the flash, there's the peek. No damage done though. Neo there to fire back through the smoke with a double. What is that from NEOFRAG?
No, that is perfect. It falls down to Paz, the lone man left standing in a 1 versus 3. Trying to hold only 20 HP to his name, and well, as they swing straight into him, he lines up too. Suddenly it's doable. As Shock, the other man left standing in a 1.
Pass, spotting the player, goes to sig the bomb plant, knowing that he needs the money. And Pass, can he land this shot? Spots him, goes for the peek and Pass! He's gonna land it! He's gonna explode towards long, there's still 2 players here. There's the flashes, beastik goes for the fight. Gets down the first, now he needs to make his way back towards the side as quick as possible. They have the crossfire with the player towards balcony. beastik finding a second engine to fire back, but ZEDKO still towards balcony. And now the 4 versus 2 major. Pushing up library, good for the first, not quite for the second. Shock there to shut down. And Logic doesn't have the bomb that's yet to get collected, and Shock, he is not.
A bit early, and so it means Sangal will dodge a bit of the early damage, but it will not matter. Shock ready, boosted on up, ready to shut down anyone's engine, and Logic Man ring true. Follow-up kill goes either way, though. imoRR finds ZEDKO. It's all on Shock to hold this site. Can he do so? Good for 1. He's got 2 more to worry about, though. There's remaining players from Sangal. Desperately laps through. The risk, though, is that if Major's taken down, Logic Man is going to be nowhere near him to try and assist.
Oh, but they're ready for it. Logic, he's gonna take down Shock, but now Major, if he loses this fight, that's the round done. Oskar, though, not ready, and Major, he wants to take
a Sangal map, and for the time being, those shots ring out either way. Shock, he'll kick things off by finding Paz, and well, that's the horror we need to start with, as beastik was able to shut down imoRR as
There's the grenades, there's the smokes. Are they ready for the boost though? There's the damage. beastik dropping out after the first Neo. Now needs to win as much time as possible as Major is gonna drop him. beastik realizing he doesn't have to take this one. They're in a 4 versus 2 in a pole position to win the round.
Without a doubt, and as a few shots ring out either way. Let's see just how Sinners fare on this retake. 4-on-2, it's winnable to say the least, but they don't quite have the weaponry to do so. Instead, as they get ready for this fight, swing wide, Logic Man and Major, good for 2. Suddenly it goes to a 2 versus 2 Major, flashed off the angle, trying to progress on forward, looking for 1 more as Oskar trades. 1 versus 2 now, Logic Man sitting towards U-Box. He's had a great game so far. Can he make it better? Tech 9 in hand, ready to swing wide. Does he catch out the member? Yes, he does! Sangal, they make it 16, and with that, a bit of a reset now will allow their teamers to be flashed in towards jungle as Sangal looks to discharge on forward, trying to swing able to find Paz, but not much of a response as Oskar as well will shut down imoRR. Nice little opening though, as Engine will look to shift on through counter towards stairs. We need to bear in mind there are players in jungle to worry about that. Logic Man will try and dispatch it, able to fetch down 1, and able to find the second, they'll shot through the swing, able to find it yet 1 more. I think it's best to connect, they found 3 kills so far without spiking a single member. Engine on stairs, only good for 1 though, Shock takes him down. It's all on Major, last one left standing, finished off by beastik. Well, as the pistol run gets underway, looks like Sinners are going to get things started with a bang.
That was an impressive round. I like that, Kramer. I like it. That was a nice Eminem round.
It wasn't too Eminem-y.
It wasn't too.
Perfect call. It's exactly where Sangal are looking to congregate, and Sinners now, let's see if they can shut it down.
Major, he's gonna find the opening code to Oskar. Of course, that was the scout, and this is exactly what mid-take I was anticipating, but there's the aggression, and Pasky wasn't ready for it. That's the exact...
Moving forward, can Logic Man make his way into connector? All these players set up in connector. There's a Major shuts down NEOFRAG. That's the opening that Sinners, well, that Sangal needed. That Sinners play to their detriment. He goes 3-on-4 for this retake. ZEDKO needs to catch out a member through this swing. Looks like he'll do just that. Just teasing a peek, unable to spot them out though. As Major gets ready to go through it. ZEDKO just on the angle. Does he spot out this member? Yes, he does. Good for 1. Looks for a second. Unable to do so, though, as Engine's the one to shut him down. Now, beastik on his flank will look to hold.
Shock and beastik coming in from behind. They know exactly where the players from Sangal are, but time is ticking low, and with Logic picking up beastik, this should be the safe call. Shock good for 1, but for nothing more, as, well, the default working out wonder for Sangal. The point where it could get a bit... like confusing, a bit awkward, is that when you go for a split like that, when you...
He's had a great game so far. Let's see if he can make it even better. Ready for the first person to push straight into him. Good for 1. Looks for a second, unable to do so. Those Paz shuts him down. The response there, and well, the lack of response from Sinners becomes prevalent as the plant goes down. The Sangal looks to hold. The spam from NEOFRAG is good, but it's not perfect. Instead, Sinners find themselves in a 4 now, 4-on-3 retake.
is in a prior position to shut down this entire retake from Connector. Or rather, logic, not Major. Good for the first till they're not realizing, but he even takes down the diffuser. How is that possible? Logic. Okay.
Beautiful shot from Logic.
Oskar, go and pick up the AWP from Logic, please. He
That's
doesn't
the one
want it.
that's clearly broken.
You know, they're aware that Sangal were just... They want to lure him into a false, like, security sense.
Up into Connector, he'll lead this charge, try and catch out a member, but Shocky spots at the timing isn't with him, knows imoRR deletes him. And now Sangal, they push on ahead as well. It goes 4-on-3, NEOFRAG nice to trade, but Oscar's flank right now is pivotal to the success of Sinners, but ngiN shuts him down. 3-on-3 now, and imoRR on the close angle will look to wipe out anyone who dare come into it.
Oh, and they baited this one so smart. They have the double setup towards CT. The problem for the CTs is that they don't actually have a flash. Or do they? Oh, they have one. That's perfect. There's the peek. There's the kill. ngiN, though, to fire back. And now ngiN onto the 1 versus 1. He needs to find this kill for the sake of his round. And ngiN, just by getting this one kill, he should have won the round for his team. There is no way that ZEDKO gets this one. Doesn't even have a defuse kit to work with. And well, Major, he's gonna take him down from behind. Sangal, they make it for them. And Sinners, they went for the middle presence. But Sangal, they don't care. They don't care about middle. They're just storming towards that B side. And imoRR taking down the first, looking for the second. They know exactly where he is. As ZEDKO, he's gonna be good for one, but that might not be enough. And Sinners, that's the save. They're completely out of the round. This is why the D side of
Without a doubt, and I tell you what, beautiful round by Sangal there, and the exit on Inferno and of course Nuke, where
they're going for the same
play. Exactly, and why not? It works.
Oh,
well, I say it works. ZEDKO just slaps that straight down, but with that, it goes into a 5-on-2, and well, as NEOFRAG shuts down ngiN. It falls down to beastik, last man standing. He'll finish the job, and Sinners, they can finally put an end to it.
We have enough money to update, so now they're gonna go back to the basics, like the nice default with 2 players under, 1 top middle, and logic, starting things off with a quick pickup onto Neo.
Without a doubt, and now as they boost up into window, it's going to be Sangal's chance to try and infiltrate the back line, but ZEDKO ready for it from ladder room, shuts him down. Follow-up push comes through, and for Sangal, as the man count's evened out, they take a moment to embrace the lull before turning their attention towards the safe side. Shock, he's caught out, he's legged on down as he tries to back away. What utility goes out either way, and well, continue to force on back. ZEDKO good for one more though. ngiN falls 4-on-3. See how they fare pushing on ahead.
The bomb will go down here. As Logic, he's gonna find ZEDKO. That's his second of the round. The AWP and Logic. On Inferno, he was sharp. If he manages to transfer that, and so far he has, there could be a lot of trouble. But Logic, as I say that, he's gonna miss the shot. Now, this is such a strange situation because Sinners, they're taking their time. Oskar going for his was the first, but there's no way that they're ready for a second. Oskar, he was ready for a second, and just like that, Sinners, they make it work. That's again just Sinners trying to counter that mid aggression, that mid control, but just getting completely denied by the core from Sangal. Oskar though having a gap in the smoke to work with, and ZEDKO, he's gonna find Major rotating towards that A bomb site, which will be the right call to do.
For now, Logic Man attempts to hold towards default, trying to do the odd bit of damage wherever possible. There's a bit of a lull as Shock shuts him down. It's all on Logic Man jumping on up, and well, Sinners side things up 6-6. More importantly, they
trying to win 4 rounds here, but Major trying to take down the initial player.
And now NEOFRAG able to find imoRR. Edges do the same as Shock gets not quite spotting them though. So now let's see how they catch out. As Logic Man finds Oskar, follow up as well onto ZEDKO. Puts it down into 2-on-3, and I think is going to have a lot of weight on his shoulders now as the bomb isn't even planted for him. A single man is going to peek him, so shift on forward. In a
kill. If he doesn't find a kill, well, he goes back and saves. If he does, they can go for it. And that was such a sick flash from Shock. beastik finding the initial kill, but Major on the headshot angle against the AWP, gonna have a huge advantage. White peeking got to it, but Still, there's no time for beastik, even though he's gonna find the first and the second. I don't think he's got it.
Is there enough side?
Does he?
Oh, he does?
Oh,
does?
he actually does. Alright. And it could be a pivotal point in their success here. Of course, in their potential success on Mirage as neo. He times the peak correctly, he might have it. Major going for the push, beastik towards the back of the side here and goes for the rotation from the short player. But Major, he's gonna take down ZEDKO. beastik now needs to stand his ground. Both players with the bumper here, but Oskar, he's already rotated. And Sinners, they might be on their way to number 9 here. Unless, of course, imoRR wins the clutch for the history book. Towards B, now they're gonna just explode to it. Smoke towards window of kitchen, 2 flashes. First 2 players jumping through the window. And pass, oh, he's ready for it. Gets the first, gets the second, gets the third pass! All the way! Doesn't quite connect onto the fourth, but at this point, it doesn't even matter. beastik in a 1 versus 4, good for the first, but what could he possibly do? He's gonna need something insane, finding the second beastik. Still not out of this one, but ngiN on the back of their performance against Hellraisers, because it was shaky.
That's true, they did look shaky against Hellraisers, and frankly, against these teams you can't afford to be shaky. We see Paz, ZEDKO exchange blows, and with that, it's going to be Sinners going a man down to Sangal. Looks to tie things up, 9-9 here.
But Major, well,
First moving on forward as it's going to be early setup, Shockling to catch out the initial man. He's able to do exactly that as it falls down to both imoRR to try and hold the site. Shock takes him down, his second of the round now, and suddenly he boasts a bit of a chance right now as it moves into a 2 versus 2. That bomb's taking on down for Sinners and Sangal. They're going to make their way on forward. ngiN from Abs, Logic Command from short. And if they can fight in unison, if they can try and take these players out in unison, they're going to be in a perfect position. But beastik finds the first. ngiN spotted out. ngiN will look to try and finish the job on beastik. Unable to do so though. As the bomb takes on down, I think that's going to be a swift victory.
And that was originally a 4 versus 2. This is a huge round. We still know how dangerous imoRR could be with it, but it doesn't look so good. But as I say that pass, he's good for them.
They back away down towards, again, 4-man setup, spread out there. Teasing a bit towards T-spawn, but it won't matter. Major finding Shock elsewhere with the aggression towards Zaps.
He needs his teammate towards to wait for him, and he's gonna time the peak. He needs at least 2 in this situation. Gets down the first, now he can hide and try and win time. imoRR to support, and Sangal just like that. They managed to cancel the entire push, and well, imoRR
control, which may come back to bite him right now as NEOFRAG, just a well-timed peek, should finish the job on him instead. Logic Man aggresses down from window. ZEDKO finds him, Shock trades, and Sinners as they keep the man push forward, and the site is there to be defended.
Oh, the bait might work out just perfectly. Do they check for it? There's the flash pass, good for 1. Oskar fast on the refrag and Major. He needs to stand his ground here. And he's not gonna do it. neo to take his hand, clean the shoulders, and well, imoRR, he's just pushing through it. He just got a flash, pushing through it, trying to deny the plan, but neo there to shut him down. And ngiN now, the 1 versus 3, he's gonna fall short to Oskar.
Please go out, and Sinners at the ready. They're gonna spot out each player, but the fact that he's able to survive for that
No way!
Abhorrent as ZEDKO trades. imoRR gets the next say in the matter. However, that it goes 2 on 4. Logic Man flashed off the angle, and for now ZEDKO, he's the sole defender of the safe site. Bomb in hand, and right now he really needs beastik to show a bit of presence. By some miracle, Paz doesn't hear him. beastik's flank now. We'll have to see how strong it is, but looks like Major's ready for him. AUG in hand, and as he's caught out, it's all on ZEDKO.
ZEDKO into 1 versus 4 the first. Trying to play around the smoke. Going actually for the bomb plan and almost getting it.
Sinners look to hold. Oh, that's an opening as well as Shock takes Logic Man said clean off.
Do they even go for this?
Bomb has been planted.
Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if they
We had like both teams winning the map choice of their opponents and not doing it like it wasn't.
Well, however possible for now, just trying to make this opening work for them as well. imoRR shuts down Oskar. Beautiful shot to kick things out.
There's no one in Palace, which means that he can't get punished. If he continues to hold the angle, he's actually gonna peek into it, but neo, he is ready for it. That was exactly what he's waiting for. Now beastik with a crucial fight, And he's gonna win it over logic. Pass falling to CT, and this is just crumbling for the side of Sangal. But imoRR with the scout is actually gonna get a double as Major. Gonna add on to that, but NEOFRAG peeking just by being scared of a potential reset. For now, let's see ZEDKO. He's gonna take down pass. That's a beautiful way to open things up.
Now Logic Man able to shut down one more. NEOFRAG to respond yet again, and as Sangal, they still maintain a position where they're a man down. It's a tough position to be in, as we see imoRR finding Oskar, evening out the man counts, but what's the response? It looks like it will be a mid-to-way split from Sangal, or from Sinners right now into Sangal, but caught out. ngiN is able to find NEOFRAG. Response comes through towards this A site as beastik finds imoRR. 2-on-2 the take right now towards stairs. ngiN comes out on top, finding beastik. Shocking a 1 versus 2. Spots out the first player trying to cross. He looks to finish the job, unable to do so as ngiN comes out on top. With that,
They have actually lured Sangal into maybe a false sense of victory right here, because Sangal, Sinners, they are setting up themselves for a pretty decent one at this part, and they're going for the fast split towards A, but logic is there to deny neo. That's early man advantage for the CTs, as now Sinners, they're gonna make their way out ramp. ngiN with the flash, with the peek, goes for it. There's the double flash though, gets mollied off. ngiN now needs to peek into it. Kills going left, right, and center. Actually, it's gonna be imoRR to finish off his teammate. And just like that, Sinners, they have the man advantage, but damage has been inflicted.
they only just have the advantage as well, as we see a push come through as Oskar finds Major. It's all on Paz on the flank now. 1 versus 3. It's a doable round, and if there was ever a man to do it, it would be Paz right now. He's had clutch after clutch, round after round, and as he spots out the first, he moves on forward. He knows the second's there. The nade should finish the job. Doesn't quite do so. A shot goes so desperately low on HP. This will back away. He'll turn around. He'll retreat towards mid, and this may be heard by the player of beastik.
Bomb has been planted.
Paz.
Is it gonna be enough? Pass pushing up towards the side, looking for the initial peek, deploying the smoke in beastik. Well, he's gonna buy the famous Major, taking some damage early on, but Sinners, they're not gonna have a better chance. Oskar taking down imoRR. That could be the beginning of the end.
Let's see how they fare pushing forward, and honestly, I think it's just going to be a tough old position ahead. niko goes out either way. Logic Man just blinded as the push comes through. He's unable to find one as ZEDKO shuts him down. Paz elsewhere though was able to respond on to beastik, but as ZEDKO doubles up. It falls down to both Major and ngiN. The last two members are standing in a 2 versus 4. Sinners, it's been a hard slog, but they've come out on top, unless Sangal could really pull out the fireworks right now. Util goes down, Molly's forced them away, or forced them forward in this case, as Shock and ZEDKO respond in unison.